Feel the power. want it, my opponent's never on it. I ain't thinking about tomorrow, only thinking about the moment. Feel the rush from the buck jump. 20s in my longer trunk, watch me make another heat. Yeah, I'm tripping off that funk, 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 funk,
development.
no fall, no brawl, no scars.
Yeah, Renegade, thanks for the raid there, man. Hope you had a good stream. About that, man. Glad that you raided in. Just me on my own until you turned up.
lion roar. What you crying for? I'm at the hot gates, open up the iron door. I'm the king of the jungle, so ready to rumble. Gunshots put the room on humble. I flip, king of the jungle. I flip.
special technique.
Non-stop rock, 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 rock.
How you doing, man? Glad you found some inspiration earlier. Oh, do you want to hear what I've been making? I haven't played it yet. I'll drop it in a sec. I'll wait for the breakdown to start. That is not the right version. I don't know what the fuck has happened there. Yeah, man, it's gonna be sick. How do you mean? Is that like a visa? Why would you not get it though? This is what I've been working on, by the way. I see. They think you're gonna fucking come over and steal all our money. Yo, Ty, welcome in. I was just saying to Syndicate, this is a tune that I'm working on or worked on. Might be finished. You can tell me where you think it sounds finished. Yeah, Skrillex. Yeah, did he play it in the end? I had to go to bed, so... Although I've updated it since I sent to him, so he's now got an old version. Like after the second breakdown, this bit, there's like a more of like a jungle sounding bit. Yeah, it goes from less neuro to more like rave type, jungly type shit. You'll see what I mean. Turn up the bass and make some sound, boy, run. And we will end your week just like a Sunday. These two tunes don't mix very well. I'll be back in a minute. 2 seconds, guys. Well, my controller. Yeah, CSC Live 4. So it's got club layout. So like CDJ layout. Like EQ, track level, FX strip, pitch fader on the right of the deck and stuff.
Outside of the imagination, something happened to me that changed my perception of reality, possessing my imagination into the spirit world.
Are you back yet? you back. Have you not heard this tune all the way through? We put our fucking hearts and souls into this. You don't even listen to it past second drop. Yeah, this tune, right, would sound sick. That fucking blip, 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 blip noise in the background, I really don't like it. I like this entire fucking bootleg, remix, whatever. But that blip, 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 it doesn't fit. I think it's MZ's. No, it's A-Way, sorry. It's an A-Way fucking thing. Fucking vibe change there. Ah, that's why. To be honest, I am being lazy and mixing by key and just trying to make up some shit. And yeah, this is a song I don't really know what it is. I just went, let's play that. I kind of got bored of playing the same kind of pre-laid out sets, I guess.
My day was shit.
Yeah, what were we talking about before you got fucking harassed by ads? That's better. Yeah, so what about it makes you ask that question? Like, is it actually a dinner? Because is it that the layout is a club layout? Because that's not the first time you've been like, is that actually a denim? I do, so it is 4-deck standalone. So, for the price, this is unreal, right? But how much is the A-Z? Which is 4-deck standalone in this format? I think the A-Z is like 2,400. Yeah, so yeah, it's like it's over 2k. I know that much. This is $1,000, but yeah. So you see two waveforms, right? You can have it set up to C4. So like, hang on, I'll show you. How well can you see that? I'm not even on the right fucking screen.
In the heart of Sudan, there is a tribe of warriors known as the Umbaka. Wield ignorance, said to be blessed by the Creator.
Yeah, is that better? So, well, it's not really. It's potato vision, right? So, I'll show you. One sec. Yeah, it's potato vision. I'm sorry. Alright, so that's 2 waveforms. Ah, no, it looks like dog shit. Alright, one sec. Hang on, I need about 900 hands to be able to try to do what I'm trying to do.
Find the gap between the train and the platform.
So, can you see how small that is? So like in comparison to the same my work phone, so it's really long-winded, but I'm trying to show you how shit it is on 4 waveforms. So what happens is, right, on 2 waveforms it's a lot easier to see, and then when you hit the deck 3, 4 or whatever it is, 1, 3 and 2, 4 button, then you get the view of the other waveform. Does that make sense? Sorry, I'm trying to give you the best explanation I can, but that's kind of how it works. I would very much prefer to have a 3rd deck. I don't ever use 4 decks, I only ever use 3. I just, you know, mix 1 to 2 and then queue up 3, then enable me to drop that out, then queue the next one on track 1. You see what I mean? Genuinely, you get used to it. Oh, hello, I got DMB, welcome in. You do get used to mixing with dual layers. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I've never touched 4 or even more than one deck. More than one deck? More than 2 decks outside of like this, right? I've never touched a 4 deck setup in a club. It's either been 2 decks or what I'm doing now.
Get up on the floor and get money.
But this kind of works in the same way as like your 1000, right? But apart from the fact that like on Rekordbox you've got like a bigger screen because it's your computer, right? So you can see more. That's essentially all there is, right? Is that on the AZ or the Opus Quad or whatever, you've got a fucking massive screen on an all-in-one. Whereas this is tiny, right? Like that's my phone, and you can see like it's not that much bigger. That's the only difference, really. Is if this had a bigger screen, it would be perfect. Well, apart from the fact that it is nice to have the extra deck, right? Yeah, again, it's just one of the things you get used to be fair. Like, well, to be honest, actually, one sec. So, do we know what kit we're going to be using when we do this in June? As far as I'm aware, Ty, I should be DJing. Yeah, man. I wouldn't trust myself. I'd spill a drink on it or something. I'm not gonna lie, this will be the first time that I've DJ'd in a proper live setting. I did a barbecue last year in the summer. This will be the first time I'm gonna DJ live in like 13 years. Fuck, man. And trust me, it'll be a lot cleaner than this. I'll plan my set and shit. I won't just fucking turn up and be like, memory stick, go, let's play some shit. Like, I will not be so amateur. And I was just saying earlier to anyone who wasn't here, I am winging this entirely tonight.
Bringing the levels.
I normally have like a set kind of thing I play from, but I'm just mixing a key tonight because I'm being lazy and wanted to try something else out, so. Gang gang, let's go. What are your plans for like staying places and shit when you come over? What, in Leicester? Okay, I don't know what we're doing yet. My original plan was to what's that? My original plan was to turn up when my set was, chill for a bit, and then drive home and just stay sober the entire time, but I've seen the times for this, right? It's like 14 hours, so that doesn't just fit in to my original plans, because like, what if I end up being on at like 11 or something? I don't want to drive back from Leicester at 11 o'clock, so yeah, I don't know what's happening yet.
More impact.
Why don't we just fucking find some abandoned building and do a squad party, like, before the party? Yeah, so I don't know what my plans are going to be yet. I'm hoping that financially speaking, I might be able to afford to do an Airbnb so we can enjoy the entire event. Right, what's the name of this place again? It's 2 something. Remind me, so I'll have to go looking for it. I'm sure one of you know.
Landing capsules. Landing capsules.
To be fair, I think Germany's one of the best passports to have, is that right? My, oh shit, one sec. I'm getting distracted looking at travel lodges.
Landing capsules. Landing capsules which may be later adaptable to other planetary exploration.
What's the date of the event again? I'm really bad, aren't I? Deacon, you are on the ball. Ah man, that's £100. I like it, we're both June 14th, which in my opinion is the American way of doing it. It's the 14th of June.
Everything super clean, I'm on my new shit.
Did it say June 14th? Or like month, date? Must just be a fucking British thing then. Right, it's the 14th of June today, or whatever the day is today. What's it? It's the 19th of April.
Everything super clean, I'm on my new shit.
So Jay, welcome in, man. We're just talking about how expensive hotels are and how to pronounce the date. Are you a June 14th or the 14th of June kind of guy?
Concentration.
My man. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club. That's how all the cool kids say it. To be fair, May the 14th worked as well. May 14th sounds lazy. See, the alternative is that I try and pay for a taxi from Leicester to Northampton on the 14th of June, which might be really long, but also might be cheaper. No, so my best mate, he lives in Northampton, which isn't that far from Leicester. I'll have a look in a minute how many miles, but don't know, you can get a central hotel for about £100, but I don't want to pay that. That's the problem. Oh, to be fair, he still lives an hour away. That's an expensive taxi. I am basically one-handed mixing. Yeah, so it's probably not going to be a fucking... I can't go stay at his house. Go too far away. Yeah, unless I do... Yeah, unless I do what Ty's doing and get something like way out. Oh yeah. That's way out for a city though, right? I swear most people in cities don't even own cars. There you go, Syndicate, here's one for you. I just found one 3.1 miles from the city centre, so you don't have to get a taxi, but it comes with breakfast. Breakfast is included.
Hope for the future. Hope for the...
I don't know. I want to be able to stay for the whole thing, but I don't know.
Hope for the...
This is on booking.com. It was, hang on a sec. The Aaron Lodge Guest House, which I guess is like some guy's house, right? That's 60 quid though, that's not bad. It is fully on the other side of Leicester though, it's not anywhere near the venue. I would be down for that. If you can find a place big enough to take us all. And the missus, she wants to come as well.
While you hope for the future. Hope for the future. Hope for the hope for the future.
Humble. I flip. I flip. I flip.
Are you lot still waiting on adverts?
Hear the lion roar, what you crying for? I'm at the hot gates, open up the iron door. I'm the king of the jungle, so ready to rumble. Gunshots put the room on humble. I flip. I flip.
Are you back yet? Fucking adverts.
I flip.
That's good. Yeah, we can arrange getting an Airbnb together. Like, if there's enough of us, you can make a pretty decent saving. And I'm sure there's probably an apartment in Leicester maybe we can rent out for a night. But yeah, I'm down for that if you were being serious. Just need to gather how many people are actually coming. Like, do you know who's actually playing with us? Obviously it's me, you and Ollie, but I don't know if anyone else is gonna confirm just coming. Do you want to start on Discord? Start like a private little chat between us all, and we can talk about what's happening with accommodation. This doesn't blend very well. You don't want a spoon? I'll spoon you. As some people tell you, I've got a big guy, so I'll let you have your own room, it's fine. Also, on a side note, this is another tune of mine that I'm hoping a label might fucking sign and fucking... Oh, you have to kg me, bro. I don't know what that is in kilograms. I weighed myself earlier 106 kilograms. Yeah, man. I'm a heavy boy. I mean, I'm not. Hang on one sec, I'll show you in a sec. I am relatively muscular, so I actually have an app that tells me my muscle percentage. But it's genetics for me, like, one sec. Yeah, so of my body composition, I am 106 kilograms. My skeletal muscle, which is the muscles that are attached to a bone, is 39.6 kilogram, which is quite a lot. I mean, it tells me I've got too much, so. But in terms of fat mass, I also have a 32.9, which is way more than I should have. But I'll show you my legs. Like, I've got fucking calf muscles that. Oh shit! This is not a very long song. Ah. So it's tied in with my watch. So my watch has like buttons on the side. It's like a really expensive smartwatch, and like you put your fingers on the buttons, and it will like. It's to do with the analysis between one side of your body to the other. So like it reads through the base of the watch my like blood pressure, my heart rate and stuff, and then I use my fingers on the other two buttons to give it the other side. And then there's something to do with like a pulse that it sends through your body or whatever. and then it picks up this information. I don't know. It's complicated. I mean, I hope it does what it says it does because it was a lot of money. But anyway, you want to see my calf muscles? A bit weird, but they're massive. And by the way, I've never trained legs in my life. I'm not a legs guy because they're big enough already. They're fucking massive, bro. No, I've got like a genetic condition where my arms and legs are shorter. So it's called LWD. So it's a genetic thing from my mum's side. I am probably the tallest person potentially on the planet with this condition because most people, like, so the women, they're normally max height of like 5'2". The boys only get as high about 5'6". I'm 5'10", so like I'm tall. I'm average height for a bloke, but in terms of having this condition, I'm really tall. But the thing is that because my bones are shorter, I have more muscle density squeezed into like a tighter space. So my leg muscles are fucking massive and really defined as well, like really, really defined. But yeah, my life's pretty sedentary. Like I don't really do much. Fucking telling me, bro. I spent all of my life confident. Well, not all of it confident, but like in my sort of later teens, early 20s, I was convinced I couldn't die. Like I would do anything anyone told me to do. I wouldn't give a shit. I turned 30. I'm the most fucking anxious person ever. I have random breakdowns for no reason. Like the other day, I was sat in the toilet and I just randomly had a panic attack for no reason. My heart rate was like 160 and like I couldn't breathe, all this sort of shit. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, why am I having one now? It makes no sense. I've had depression and stuff before, but you know, I've got around that. You know, hang on a sec. Yeah, mine's not that, and I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, so all of my stuff was like, I mean, my depression had a bit of trauma attached to it, but sorry, I'm fucking trying to mix, I talk at the same time, it's hard. Yeah, so my depression had a bit of anxiety, a bit of trauma attached to it, but my anxiety just came out of nowhere, like proper out of nowhere. So last year, I was just sat on the sofa with my missus, and then I was hit with just an overwhelming sense of dread. I got the sense of impending doom, which is like, almost like a premonition. Like in yourself, you're convinced you're about to die, and there's nothing to stop it. And I was convinced I was having a heart attack specifically. I wasn't, I was fine, but it felt like I was going to have a heart attack, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I was convinced I was going to have a heart attack. My head was like, I was telling the missus, was like, you need to call me an ambulance, like, I'm about to die. And she's like, what do you mean about to die? I was like, I know I'm about to die. I can feel it. My heart rate was 180, because we had like a blood pressure monitor thing. My blood pressure was sky high. And I went to the hospital, and they were like, yeah, you had a fucking panic attack. And I was like, what do you mean I had a panic attack? I thought I was going to die. And they're like, no, you've just had a panic attack, mate. And so I was prescribed propranolol, which are beta blockers. So they're meant to reduce the amount of adrenaline your like, body produces when you get scared. And they make you feel weird because they slow your heart rate down, and I didn't really like them, so I came off them. And then I went back on them again about 6 months later because I started having really bad episodes, and it just, yeah, it's all mental for me. Like there's no like therapy I can take. There's no like, you know, thing to sort out. It's just my head's fucked. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, man, yeah, that sounds tough. I mean, I can only really associate with half of what you said. So I used to work in the rail. I've seen my fair share of pretty gruesome shit and suicides and that, but nothing personal like what you've had. That sucks. But in terms of the antidepressants, I was on citalopram for a bit, and I vowed that I would never ever go on SSRIs again because they fucked me big time, and I'd rather be depressed than have to deal with going on that again. It just sucks so hard. I don't know how you're like with antidepressants, but yeah, it was shit. We've had a bit of a deep fucking turn here. I like it though. I find it incredibly therapeutic to talk about that sort of shit. Obviously, it's a lot easier to do when you're not trying to DJ at the same time. Yeah, the thing that really kind of helped me get through a lot of that is talking therapy, I have to say. I did all the CBTs and all that sort of shit. And the CBTs were pointless as far as I can stand. Like, I couldn't try and I couldn't teach my brain to think differently. It didn't work. But to this point, I'm pretty convinced that they don't work. But I mean, some people might tell me different. Yeah, see, that was the exact same as mine, and I've had a conversation relatively recently with someone about SSRIs, and they said the opposite. They said that it made them insatiable. Like they had a certain level of, I don't know, needs that they couldn't fulfill because they were taking them. But for me, it was like being depressed without the depression. That's the best way I can describe it. Is that like it got rid of the like morbid side of it, like depression. You still felt it. Like you just feel lazy every day. Like you can't be bothered. Like what's the point? But you aren't gonna go and fucking hang yourself. I will forever maintain, and I'll say this to anybody, if you are depressed, the single most important thing you can ever do is talk to someone about it, and that's the only thing that really helped me, is I've had friends that have helped me out through talking about it. I've had professional therapy. All of it, just fucking talk about it, man. That's it. That's the best fucking therapy you can have. Yeah, yeah, man. 100%. Right, just give me 2 seconds, we'll be back a sec.
Hands up.
Yeah, I'm glad we've had this this conversation, and I think that it's going to be like hard for most people to open up and understand that, but I think it's important. And I just want to stress that anyone watching, that if you do ever want to talk about shit, like most of us have been through some sort of shit and will understand, you know, that life ain't easy, and that if you just want to talk about some shit, then you know, we're here. No man, I don't think I find it incredibly therapeutic. Even listening to other people's problems, I think that because it gives you like what's the word? I want to say foundation, but it's not the right word. Like an understanding, and there's a lot of stuff that you can apply to your own life from other people's issues. And like I've had situations in the past where I've got this problem, I have no idea what to fucking do about it, and then I've heard someone else talking about a problem they're having, and then it's made me realise that, oh shit, I can actually do this or I can do that to help myself out. So yeah, talk about shit, boys.
Hands up.
coming to the end of my beer, and it is nearly 1:30 in the morning. So I'm probably gonna let this tune play out. Yeah, I mean, I think that what you said there, sorry if it's bummed anyone out. Never feel ashamed to speak what's on your mind, you know? That's one of the things that I've learned over the years. Even playing a VR show. You know, I have the capability to do that myself, and I have absolutely no idea how to do it. It is okay to be selfish when you need to be. Yeah, 100%. That's one of the things that I was really good with up until a year ago, and now I feel so much shame, and I'm trying to get back into, if you want to enjoy yourself, it's okay. In moderation, you know, make sure you're still being healthy, but anyway. Is that on Twitch, Syndicate? Or is that something else? Are you asking me to stay on till 3 AM? I'll try. I suppose it's gone to more of like a talk show. Thing is, I only have, that's how much beer I have left. I don't have a lot of beer left. And now I have even less. Have a quick scout in the kitchen to see if I have enough beer to last me for the next hour and a half. got fucking nothing. Who? Right, okay. Out of genuine interest, who would watch me do some shit on Ableton rather than fucking DJing? Because I'd probably be more willing to make a tune than DJ. Purely because I feel like this requires at least a drink to do an hour's worth. Because I have some other shit that I want to work on. I mean, yeah. Also, my missus is going to be up at fucking 5 AM. She's got work tomorrow. Whereas I don't. I'm wondering if I stay up too late, if she wakes me up, then I'm going to be really tired. Decisions. I'm just gonna wing through the next few minutes to try and decide. I'm trying to think of what projects I need to work on. Actually, have I got any other tunes that I haven't played yet? Ones that are in production. I think I fucked up. Oh, I haven't got another tune. Oh, fucking just play something. Oh, what have I got? Oh, no. Play that. Fucking, one sec. See, what I was trying to do is I was trying to get it from my PC rather than from the memory stick. Anyway. Alright, one sec. Yeah, I was trying to see who's online for raiding. Yeah, I'm not seeing any domes or knocks.
Leader of the Watchers, banished from the heavens for a corrupted mind.
Shout out Syndicate for mastering this.
The Nephilim born from his sin. Humanity stands no chance against such power.
Right, so if I've set this up alright, you should be able to hear me. You can't see fuck all. See nothing. Right. Get rid of them. Put these decent ones on. You can hear me, yeah? Somewhere else. I've decided I'm going to do production. So, Ty, if you want to leave, I won't hold it against you because you want music, whereas I'm going to be doing other shit. You guys can still hear me, yeah? I've changed the scene, so. I mean, it says I'm still doing audio. No? Hello? Anyone there? Hello? Hello? I don't know why Prism isn't allowing me to remove the background. Prism 1. Is anyone still there, or am I chatting to myself? Hello? Ah. Well, it's good to know that my audio is working. I'm just trying to get the camera to work properly, and then I can work on trying to get it to connect to Ableton. I don't know why it's not letting me remove the background. Well, we might have to deal with moving on the screen like this. Right, so why is it not picking? So, am I right in saying that you should now be able to see the full screen? Let me know if you can see Ableton, because I don't have two monitors, so I can't tell. Unless I use my phone as a second monitor. Is that going to work? I don't know. I'm going to be honest, I haven't done a production stream for fucking ages, so. Create a dashboard. Oh, okay, so you can see me. It looks like I'm massive on the screen though. How do I make myself not massive? I need to be able to see it in real time, that's the problem. So if I go back on here, should be able to start. Oh, shit. Production. Small. Oh, there's a fucking cleaning spray. Right. Right, so that's working. Now we need to make sure the audio is working. Right. Yeah, I have a really slow computer, so this might take a minute. Voice meter virtual. Then put into this. Oh, mate, it's been ages since I had to do this. No, that's doubling. How do I stop it from doing that? Oh, please, Syndicate, tell me how to set this up. I can't remember. So, turn that off. No, that's not helped. So we've got virtual output, which is an input on voice meter. I can't remember how I did this. Because the thing, if I just leave it on that, you won't hear it. Is that right? Being a dickhead now. How do I stop hearing it? Mate, I have no idea how to set this up. I had it set up before where I could just basically click on it, it would work, and now I can't remember how to fucking get it to work properly. So default voice meter output. Oh, that might have done it. No, it's still fucking. Thing is, I need it. Like, right. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure this is gonna work. Purely because I just don't have the patience to try and make it work. Oh, what's that? Right. Virtual ACO into voice meter, and voice meter input splits it so OBS can hear it and I hear it through the Focusrite. I'm sure that's it, but yeah, it's doubling up. So I'm obviously doing something wrong. Direct monitor is turned off, whether that should make a difference. Okay, that's weird. So even if I mute it on OBS, I still get double. Which means that where else would I be getting the other audio from? Syndicate, you're a fucking genius. Can you help me? I'm failing. Where else is this audio coming from? I have no other audio things. Voice me whatever. Put that side of the screen. Mute that.
Mash up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. And we ablaze the fire, make it burn them. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and
Okay, question. Is anyone there? Or am I talking to myself? Because I need some feedback to know that it's working. I feel like that might now be working. That full screen. What are you playing? I just need 2 seconds. 2 seconds of your time to make sure it's working properly. Or anybody else. Like, it's 5 people watching, so one of you must be. Give you a give you a mother. Yeah, no worries. Give you a minute. I think that's fixed it just by muting whatever the fuck that was. Because I can see I'm only getting one. And it's not doubling up anymore. I'm only getting one signal. And I can see it's coming through on the mixer in OBS. So I'm thinking that should have fixed it. Definitely what that needs though is filter off limiter 0 up to do minus 0 point. Let me fucking, there you go. Stop. News. Right, I think that should now not be peaking.
the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. And we ablaze the fire, make it burn them. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound. Why run? And we will end the week just like a Sunday. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. Skrillex ablaze the fire.
So while we've got the session open, I'm hoping that you can hear it. My mate said that at 170. Weirdness. There somewhere. Oh, he's talking about the vocal. I think what he's saying is that where it goes to double time, it doesn't sound right. But I think that my potato PC will just fall over. That sounds horrendous. But I can see that it's the CPU maxing out. Anyway, right. Fucking. Oh, my naming is shit. I don't know what's what. Sounds okay on your end. That's good. Right, so this is something I was working on. first because that sounds shite. Layer. Something sizzly. Oh, yeah, of course, I can't hear the preview, can I? Unless you can't hear what any of them are saying. Am I supposed to know what any snares sound like? Indicate, help me. How do I make it work? Or is that what the other setting is? So if I go back to... Right, okay, that makes sense. So do I have to turn that up every time that I want to... Anyway. And then I have to go back. Turn that off. It's better higher up, wouldn't it? No, that sounds like shit. This is where I need that emote. But this snare sounds like shit. And then I need to go back to Voicemeeter so I can hear the preview. Mate, I can't remember. So long. That might be better. Back to, yeah, turn it off. Ding, 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 ding. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really fucking tired. Trying to do this late at night is fucking making my eyes hurt. And the snare still sounds like shit. Ah, maybe let's try and work on it. That sounds awful. Fucking, let's try, I don't know. Oh, actually, do you know what? I think this is a collab. Shall we see if we can if I can try and do something. Let's try and do something productive. Yeah, but that's what I was trying to do. So that's why I was filtering out all the tail on the first sample in DC snares. But I was just fucking. It was the second sample. I was trying to chop out the fundamental, but then I realised that was getting rid of a lot of the meat that it had. So I was then trying to just change the pitch so it fits into the fundamental of the first sample. But anyway, it sounded like shit. So let's do something else.
We gotta go.
Okay, well, I appear to have come up with some sort of idea for it. I can't think who it was that this was a collab that I was supposed to be doing with. So it was called Idea 4. Idea 4, I think. I can't remember whose collab this is. That's a good start, isn't it? Someone put up in Collab Bro a while ago, like a fucking load of tunes, and said they didn't mind who picked them up. And I'm fairly certain that I chose this one. But I can't remember who exactly it was that uploaded all of the collabs. Gary Terry. This is one I've opened recently. What this is? No, it wasn't Goose. It was someone who's like who released their first EP within the last 6 months on Stonks. I can't think who that is. Okay, this has got some. It's a bit boomy. Very cute. as shit. Let's try taking that a little bit. Put Flipper in there. That's a bit better. That snare sounds weak as shit. Then we need to turn fucking that back on. So this back off. What key is this in? F sharp. Why is that not changing? Ah, that's why. Ah, that's the reason why it sounds shit, is because there's no shaper box. Simple. Snare. I mean, that sounds horrendous. I like the progression though. Let's get rid of everything on this except for. Let's get rid of it. Probably some of these fucking. Oh, it's that sound, isn't it? That first one was probably the best one. Oh shit. Layer them up. Hi, Mabby. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate and I totally forgot to check the chat. How are you doing? You okay? We were DJing, and then he was like, Syndicate was like, oh, well, Equals is on at like 3 in the morning, so why don't you just stay up really late and rather than go to bed, fucking do that, and then you can stay up and watch Equals do a VR fucking DJ set. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. That sounds like a great idea. So this is what we're doing. Oh shit, my fucking tablet's gonna run out of battery. One sec. I need to go get a charger, so otherwise I'm not gonna be able to see what you're saying. Right, we're back. I'm going to layer this up, I think. That's not what I wanted to do. Now it's going to fucking... Oh, shit. Get rid of that. Right. So... One more. Yes. Nope. Not that one. You want a fucking, what do you call it? G-clip. Ability. All that. You. That's really boxy. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. Fucking insanity. I mean, if you've ever played fucking Far Cry 3, right? So the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, right? Or whatever. So that's basically what I'm doing, is I'm just fucking rinse and repeating all my techniques and wondering why I still sound shit. Anyway, let's fucking. I will listen to that same wah, like fucking 100 times over and over again, and never actually fucking progress. Anyway, what happens after this? Is this doing anything, Dan? Okay. Okay, well, I think that patch is a load of shit. Okay, well, these two should be grouped because they're making the same sound. Where is that choo 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 come from? This one? Oh, okay. That needs a gate on that. I don't know what's going on here. I've got a. Oh, okay. I've muted it, that's why. Yeah, so I was getting confused because both these two tracks occupy the same space, the same sub-frequencies, right? And I didn't realise that this one was muted. And I was like, why is that there? Because surely that would make it sound shit, but... oh, come on, creative inspiration. Let's go. June. Overall drum sounding. That snare definitely sounds better now. I've fucked with it. So that's probably fucking save that. Huh? Alright, let's see if we can make a layer that works. Get rid of all that shit. Auto filter, take that out. Still sounds like shit, this one. Huh? I've got a sub layer on there for no reason. Oh, do you know what? I can't be fucking bothered. Oh. Too tired. That's my issue. If equals were on at fucking 2 in the morning, it would have been perfect, but I think I could manage another half an hour, to be honest. Really sorry, Syndicate. I really wanted to fucking. Okay, something useful. I'm gonna save this because I do feel like I've improved some bits, but it's too fucking scrambled. Read us out somewhere. Fine. And you can just tell whoever you go to they need to fucking go to equal stream. And thanks for watching. Oh, there we go. All right. Who is online? I mean, I did try. I did try to fucking last till 3 AM. But I don't think it's gonna. Oh, okay. Do that. Oh, you did a fucking guest mix for these guys. Baptism. I remember in sharing it. Oh. Oh, they're not on right now. It's bad, so. Read you. We got the Mitsama. Oh. Oh, it says they are on. It's got new viewers. Live now, yeah. Alright, let's fucking read you there then. Well, thanks for joining in anyway. Sorry it was not as eventful as you probably would have wanted. To be honest, I'm pretty tired. I ran out of beer a while ago, so now I'm really tired. But I gave it a good go, just for you, Syndicate. I hope you're happy. I hope you see the level of effort I put in, just for you. Anyway, thanks for joining in. And I'm going to raid out and probably fall asleep to this. So, nice one. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Bye-bye.